Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. It's me, Ann Margaret. Today I'm going to be making some ricotta cookies, which are a delicious Italian cookie. Very, very simple. Probably have everything in your house that you need to make them. So let me show you what we need to get started. Okay, so we're going to get started with what we need. First, what I did was I did melt some butter and I let it cool down a little bit so it's not hot anymore. This is 1 stick of butter that I melted. We have 1/4 cup of ricotta cheese, whole milk. Very important, whole milk. This is 1 cup of regular white sugar. We have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is 1/2 teaspoon of salt and baking soda, 1 egg, and 2 cups of flour. And this is just decorations, and I'll explain all that later. So what we're gonna do is first you're gonna start out with your ricotta in your dish. What I do, I like to mix the sugar and the ricotta together first to get that beaten up. Okay. Some people will tell you, oh, you gotta put all your wet ingredients first, then your dry ingredients. I don't do it that way. Just watch what I'm doing. It's a lot faster and easier, and you'll get it done in no time. Okay, so just kind of mix it up, get it all mushed in there. And what I do now is I throw in the butter. Make sure it's all in there. Okay, you can soften it if you don't want to melt it, but I just melted it because it was a lot faster, and I let it cool down. You don't want to ever put hot butter into your mixture. Okay, so you're going to just mix this all in, make sure it's all good. Okay, and now you're going to mix in the egg. Okay, kind of like beat it up a little bit. Beat this little face in. And you're gonna just mix it up. My daughter's giving me a funny look because I said that. All right, and now you're gonna add in your vanilla and your salts and baking soda. Not baking powder, make sure it's baking soda. Baking powder will make them puff up too much. You don't want them like that. Okay, now, just gonna get that little bit wet ingredient stuff all mixed in. Now you're going to put in like 1/2 the flour. Do a little at a time, okay? Do like a cup at a time because you have 2 cups here. So you want to get that all incorporated nice. Again, what do I tell you all the time? Wash your hands. Okay. And you just want to get this all mixed in. Whoops. You might get some on you, but that's okay. Mix it in. Basically, what you want to do is you want to mix in all the flour. So I'm going to stop for a second and I'm just going to mix it in and get this all combined, and we'll come right back. Okay, so we have the dough mixed. You can actually double this if you want more cookies, like if you're doing it for like an occasion or if you're taking it to somebody's house. It makes anywhere between 25 and 30 cookies on average, depending on how big you make them. Okay, so again, you can use a spoon or you can use your hands. I like to use my hands for everything. Before you do that though, we're gonna preheat the oven to 350, which we already did already. I should have told you that before. So preheat your oven to 350, and you're gonna use a cookie sheet. I personally like to use something soft like a margarine. I'm using Country Crock, and what you're gonna do is literally just scoop out some, and you're gonna just cover the pan, okay? Cover your cookie sheet, just coat it, grease it up. You can use butter, I guess, but I don't ever use butter because it burns. So my suggestion would be to use a margarine or, like I said, one of these softer pre-made butters. You could probably use butter that's all creamy already, but I wouldn't. I would stick to the margarine. It doesn't burn. Okay, now get rid of that. Again, we're going to stop for 1 second so I can go wash my hands. Okay, so now we're going to roll up the bowls. Did it again. You're going to make little balls. You can make them bigger, a little bit smaller, however you want, okay? And you're going to just put them on the cookie sheet like this. You don't have to make them any special shape. You can do them just a little, however you get them in your hands. Again, I do my hands because it's just simpler, or you can drop it by a teaspoon or a tablespoon. Okay, so we're gonna throw these on. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes and I just took them out of the oven. They are burning hot, so I wouldn't recommend touching the pan. However, what you want to do is you want to get them off the pan as quickly as you can because you don't want them to keep cooking. Now, you see how the bottom is like a nice brown. You can do them a little bit longer, a little bit less, but personally, don't make them any longer. They'll get hardened. So we're gonna take this off the tray, get them off the tray and put them on a cooling rack and let them cool down for a little bit, and then we'll put them on a plate and we'll see how they taste. So let's go. Okay, so the cookies are all cooled off and I put them on a platter. Very simple, just put a little bit of confectionery sugar if you wanna make it look nice. I threw a couple of kisses. You can throw in the M&Ms, you can put anything. If it's a holiday, jelly beans or something, if you wanna go to someone's house, wrap it up, however you wanna do it. But this is the way I would present it. So of course, I have a nice cup of coffee here. I'm more of a tea girl, but I do have coffee every so often. And these are literally fresh out of the oven. Perfect and delicious. So I'm gonna show you how delicious they are. So the inside, perfect. A little coffee, a little cappuccino, however you want. Really good stuff. Easy, simple, takes no time. If you have to run to someone's house, forget buying a box of cookies, just make these and you can bring them. So I hope everybody enjoys it, and happy Valentine's Day. And if you would subscribe to my channel at Cooking with Ma, with an apostrophe after cooking. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.